you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm glad to be here. It's a big weekend this weekend. We released a bunch of stuff. Guys, if you are new to the Strat or new to trading or struggling in your trading or new to the channel, we are going to change the way that you guys trade in the stock market. Okay, but the first thing I need you to do is go down below and click that subscribe button and then hit that bell. That bell gives you the notifications for when I send out videos just like this one every single day. This is our top 5 watch list for Monday, July 11th. There are some really great plays on here, so I'm excited to bring that to you. I'm also on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, so you can go give me a follow there. If you need questions answered, you can shoot them up. You can send them into my DMs. You can comment. It doesn't matter if they're dumb or silly questions. I will answer them for you guys, okay? I also have a pinned tweet. It gives you guys all the information for the memberships that I have, for the indicators that I have, and any merch that I have. And that's all on top of everything that I'm doing here for free for you guys, okay? So I've got 200 plus videos for you guys to learn the Strat off of. The indicators are a tool to help you guys out. I'm really excited about the indicator. It brings you guys a lot of great things all in one platform, okay? So it gives you this time frame continuity. It gives you these colored inside bars, colored outside bars, these candlestick numbers. It gives you these highlighted blues for the double insides and the yellow for the 3-1 setups. So there's a lot of really great stuff in there with that indicator. And then again, there's the membership as well that I'm really excited about. And if you guys want any of them, the links are down below in the description. The other thing, TradingView, this is the platform that I use. That's what these charts are off of, our TradingView. And I use TradingView Plus Pro. And if you guys don't have a platform like this to use, or you're a first-time user to TradingView, you haven't used it before, there's a link in the description down below. That link will give you a free 30-day trial to TradingView, okay? And if you decide to use their services, you'll get up to $30 off of your subscription with that link, okay? So that's TradingView for new users only. And the last thing I just want to mention to you guys, I love keeping these videos and the information that I give out to you guys for free, okay? The membership doesn't include any of this. This stuff is going to stay free. The membership is extra on top for those people who want and need the extra help, and there's just some extra perks in there, okay? This stuff is going to stay free, but in order to keep it free, I need you guys to let those ads roll through, because those advertisers and those ads are what pay for me to keep this stuff free. It keeps your money in your pockets and in the stock market, and allows me to keep bringing these videos to you guys for free without putting them in a Discord and charging you guys every month to watch the videos. Okay? And with that being said, let's finally get started on this top 5 watch list, because I think it's going to be a really great Monday. Okay? First one on the list is Macy's, ticker symbol M, and Macy's has this double inside bar. And guys, you know, if you followed me for a long time or even a short time, that I love the inside bars, and when we get 2 of them together, it's magic, okay? Roblox was a killer trade on Friday. I know a bunch of you guys that took it for 30+%, and it was in a matter of probably less than 30 minutes, okay? And it ended up running to over 100%. Okay, that was off of a double inside bar. And I know a lot of people in the Strat community played that Roblox play, and we have a couple more of those double inside bars again for Monday, okay? So double inside bars, let me explain them to you. Or a 1 bar is a bar that does not break the high or the low of the previous candle. It stays within that range. It's a tightening range. It's showing consolidation. And when we see those, and when we see these, if you have the indicator, when you see these yellow bars, I want you to think of a spring, a coiling and a tightening spring. And when that spring coils and tightens and you let it go, it explodes to one direction or the other. And that's what we're looking for off of these inside bars. And now we have 2 of them in a row for 2 days. This thing has been in a tightening range and the bars have been getting smaller and smaller. So it gives us a high probability that this thing is going to really run to one side or the other. Now I can put in targets for you guys here, and let's do that together. If you have your charts up, and we can put the targets in there. So again, the target to the bottom side isn't great. And the other thing that I want to point out with Macy's, these 2 pink lines here, those are triggers for my weekly trades, okay? So on the weekly play, we have a 3-1 setup for Macy's, okay? So trigger high and trigger low. So if we go back to the daily now and we can see that again, there's our triggers for the weekly. If we trend down here and hit second targets, we've just triggered that 3-1 on the weekly to the downside. Okay, it's a little bit further up to go on the upside on the day, but it's still possible to take that, especially with this quarterly, monthly, and weekly being all green. And again, the weekly will change, as will the day when we open up on Monday. So these 2 we can consider blank right now. We don't know if they're going to be red or green when we open up. But right now we know the monthly and the quarterly are both to the upside, okay? I believe if we trend down and trigger though, this month and this quarter will both become red, okay? So it really can go either way, and we can play either side of this for Macy's, okay? CCL has another double inside bar. So again, we just talked about the tightening range and where we can break. And again, the targets aren't great on this, but I wouldn't expect this just to hit this target and rebound. Okay, and again, we have, if we go to the weekly, you see these 2 pink lines here. We go back to the weekly chart. And again, we have a 3-1 setup again on CCL. So bottom of a broadening formation here on CCL. So do we trend back up and tag the top here? It's possible on the weekly, okay? But we'll see how this plays. And we can play it either way. And because this day and this week, again, are going to be a clean slate when we open up, we're not going to know what they are. The month and the quarterly have a little bit further to go to the downside, I think. Let me go back to the monthly here and the quarterly because they will be the same. Okay, so right there at 861. So it is after the trigger, or after the target, 861, right here is right where we would flip. Where this month and this quarterly would flip is right here. So basically at second targets to the downside, okay? So again, CCL can go either way on Monday. Let's go back in time. And again, see this yellow highlight? That's what I was talking about. You purchase this indicator, the Griswold Strat indicator, and it gives you these highlights of these 3-1 bars. And it gives you the highlights of these double inside bars. And it gives you these candlestick numbers. And it gives you this time frame continuity and lets you know with the yellow circles if it's currently an inside bar, or a silver square if it's currently an outside bar. It also has the Strat Sniper 50% rule indicators on it, okay? So a lot of information on this indicator all in one. Now I'm just going back in time to try and find the last time we had a double inside bar on CCL, and I found it because I have those highlighted indicators. Okay, easy for me to go back and find them, really easy. Okay, and there it is. And I'm not going to go back and find another one, and this is just to show you guys to back test, okay? We triggered here and we hit targets 1, 2, and 3. Okay, really, really great play on Carnival. The last time it had a double inside bar back in December of 21. Okay, rare patterns, they do not happen very often. Okay, so when they appear, I want to take a very strong look at them with a very good potential of them working out for us. Okay, number 3 on the list, and guys, I want to remind you, these aren't in any particular order. There's no rhyme or reason. They're just 1 through 5. Okay. So AFRM has an inside bar. Again, you guys already know the way the inside bars work and how I want to play them. And we can go back and look. Here's a double inside bar. Here's an inside bar. Big break to the upside. Here's an inside bar. Big break to the downside. Here's another inside bar. Big break to the upside, okay? And I show you guys these because the probabilities of profit off of these inside bars are very, very high. They have a very good success rate, and that's when I became really good at trading options. It was because of these inside bars, and that's all I started watching, and I became really fluent in trading those. And then I moved over to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, okay? So this inside bar, we can take calls at 23.62 or puts at 21.45. The time frame continuity with the month and the quarterly are telling us that this thing is going to continue to trend up. And again, if we do trend up, we will have the day and the week on our side as well. Okay, number 4 on the list is Amazon, AMZN. Amazon also has an inside bar. And again, if we go back and look at inside bars on Amazon, we have great examples. Triggers to the high side, breaking down to the low side. Okay, let's go back and take a few more looks. Here's a 3-1 setup with this yellow highlighted indicator. Here's another one, break to the downside. Another one, break to the downside. And we didn't hit targets, but this would have been a really good trade still. Okay, here's another one, gapped way down, but you could have played the gap on that. And guys, I have videos on all of this stuff. I've got videos on how to manage your trades. I've got videos on how to play the gaps. I've got videos on broadening formations, how to play inside bar setups, 3-1 setups, double inside bar setups, the hashtag 30 and 30. Okay, I go through all of that for you guys, okay? Go check out the playlist on my YouTube channel. Okay, like I said, Amazon calls at 116.58, puts at 113.69. I would look, because of this quarterly, monthly, and weekly, I would want this to trend up, as well as we have this, again, the weekly trigger here. Okay, so if we go into the weekly chart, we currently have this inside bar. Okay, so we're looking for a break of this inside bar, this 3-1 setup again. So if we trigger to the upside, we will trigger to the upside on the weekly as well, and we will be a 3-1-2 to the upside, okay? Next up is PayPal, PYPL. PayPal has a 2 down that finished green, so a failed 2. And it was preceded by an inside bar. So we have a 1, 2 down. We're looking for a reversal 2 to the upside, okay? 1, 2, 2 reversal to the upside. And again, we have this weekly triggers, okay? So again, we'll go to the weekly and check this out. And again, you guys can go and check out my weekly video. It's not, maybe it's out yet. I don't know. I haven't done it as of right now, but it will be out this weekend. Again, inside bar on the weekly for PayPal. So we can look for a inside bar move on the week and a 1, 2, 2 up, 1, 2 down, 2 up reversal on the day. Okay, so if we trigger on the day and we hit second targets, then we have just triggered to the upside on the week, okay? So that's PayPal for you. Let's give you a couple bonus plays here. GME will be one of them. That's GameStop, has an inside bar, GME. And again, we go back and look in the past at what these previous inside bars did. This was not great, but over 2 days it did really well if you were looking at swinging that. And this is great that this shows this, because it just shows us that it doesn't always work out. But if our stop losses are tight, it doesn't really matter. Okay, this inside bar goes for a really nice run to the downside. Does not hit targets, but we still would have had really nice profits off of that. Another inside bar here, again, trended down, doesn't hit targets, but nice profit. Here's another inside bar, trends down, hits targets for great profit. This one to the upside for nice profit. This one to the downside for nice profit. Okay, so probabilities, and that's what the strat is, and it's the easiest way to trade in the stock market, because the candlesticks, guys, tell us exactly when to get into the trade, and they tell us exactly when to get out of the trade, unless it reverses. But you can go onto a smaller time frame, and those candlesticks still will tell you when to get out of the trade. Okay, easiest trading strategy by far that you guys will ever find. I promise you that. Okay. So that is the inside bar off of GameStop. And again, it's probabilities. We don't need to play this, and we don't front run it. If it triggers, we're in. If it doesn't, there's no play, and we move on to the next one. Okay, and this is the 7th play, second bonus play. guys, another inside bar. And again, even if we go back and look at the last 2 inside bar breaks, this one was a really nice play on the Thursday. And then we had another one here, trigger and target, okay? So probabilities tell us that these are highly likely and highly profitable plays. Okay, so we take the inside bar with calls at 141.32, and again, you notice that pink line there. If we go to the weekly, we are looking for a 2 down, 2 up reversal. So if we trigger on the day right here to the upside, we are also going to trigger on the week. This month and this quarterly will all be red by the time we trigger to the upside, if that happens. Guys, that's the list. Like I said, follow me on Twitter, subscribe down below. The links for the indicators are in the description below. The link for the TradingView 30-day trial and discount is below. The link for the memberships is down below. They're all in the descriptions. Or you can go over to my pinned tweet. All the information is there on my Twitter profile. And then if you go into my actual profile, there's a Linktree link. Click on that and it will give you options for your memberships, for your indicators, for your merchandise, for your one-on-ones. It gives you all of that information. I'm really excited for all this stuff, and I really truly appreciate all of you guys, and I wish you green on Monday. And until the next time, guys, bye-bye.